In 2024, a tiny, landlocked country in West Africa shook the global financial system. Burkina Faso announced it had repaid $4.79 billion in domestic debt. No International Monetary Fund, no World Bank, no strings-attached foreign aid. While the world blinked in disbelief, the Burkinabe people called it something else: freedom. In a continent still healing from centuries of exploitation, Burkina Faso just made a bold declaration: we will not be owned. No longer will debt define their destiny. No longer will they play by rules written in boardrooms in Washington, Paris, or Brussels. But how did they do it? How did a country often dismissed as a financial basket case clear nearly $5 billion in debt, while battling poverty, terrorism, and political instability? Let's rewind. Burkina Faso, a nation of 22 million people, has faced decades of political volatility and security crises, especially from armed groups in the Sahel region. Then came Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who seized power in a 2022 coup, at just 34 years old, becoming the world's youngest head of state. He appointed Dr. Apollinaire Kyamé Tambèla as prime minister, a calm, intellectual figure with radical ideas about African self-reliance and a Sankarist economic vision. Together, they launched what many now call Burkina Faso's silent revolution. In early 2024, Tambèla stunned the world with a simple but powerful announcement: we have repaid our $4.79 billion domestic debt, without borrowing from Western partners. This wasn't foreign debt owed to global banks. This was domestic debt, money owed to local banks, pension funds, municipalities, and even everyday citizen bondholders. By clearing it, Burkina Faso reclaimed its fiscal independence and signaled something deeper: we will pay our people first, before anyone else. This wasn't a miracle, it was a meticulously executed strategy built on 3 pillars. First, they harnessed their natural gold wealth. Burkina Faso is one of Africa's top gold producers, yet historically, most of the profits left the country. Under Traoré, the government cracked down on gold smuggling, suspended artisanal export licenses, and began refining gold domestically to increase profit margins. Second, they created state-owned economic power. The government established SOPAMIB, a state-run mining company, to nationalize key mining operations. By early 2025, SOPAMIB had captured over 11 tons of gold in just 1 quarter, nearly $700 million in value. Third, they shut the door on external help. Burkina Faso refused to take new IMF or World Bank loans in 2023-2024. Instead, they cut government waste, launched new domestic tax initiatives, and used mineral revenue to refinance obligations in-house. This turned domestic debt into a national investment, not a burden. This strategy also had deep political roots. Under Traoré and Tambèla, Burkina Faso exited the Francophonie, a symbol of lingering French influence. They cut military ties with France and expelled French troops. They pulled out of ECOWAS and aligned with Mali and Niger in the Alliance of Sahel States, a regional bloc prioritizing sovereignty over aid. Behind the scenes, Russia, Turkey, and China have emerged as alternative partners, offering arms, infrastructure, and investment with fewer ideological strings attached. To critics, this is a dangerous pivot. To supporters, it's liberation. Let's be honest. Burkina Faso hasn't paid off all its debt. According to the IMF, the country still owes over $10 billion in external loans, including $328 million to the IMF itself. So the claim that they're totally debt-free? Not quite. But what they did do was repay all their internal debt, a move that boosts national creditworthiness, encourages local investment, and builds trust in domestic institutions. And that's huge. Because most African governments prioritize paying foreign lenders first, leaving their own citizens unpaid. Burkina Faso flipped that script. This wasn't just about dollars and debt. It was about dignity. By repaying its people first, the government told them, we owe you everything. They told the world, we are not dependent. We are disciplined. And they honored the legacy of Thomas Sankara, who once said, he who feeds you controls you. Other African leaders are watching closely. Could Ghana do the same with cocoa revenues? Could the DRC harness its cobalt wealth without foreign exploitation? Could Nigeria reclaim oil profits for its own citizens? Burkina Faso just offered a proof of concept that it's possible, not easy, but possible, to rewrite the rules of debt, development, and dignity. The question is no longer, can Africa stand on its own? It's, who's brave enough to try? Let us know what you think. Is this a bold new path, or a risky rebellion? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share for more stories of African power, pride, and progress.